Well, hello to everyone. This is one of the workshops of the reinforcement learning class with Professor Fernando Lozano, PhD. We are going to try one of the games, well, a famous games from the Gene library, which is called the CartPole game. The goal of this game is to keep the pole upright for as long as possible. That is, in words related to reinforcement learning, to maximize the time that the pole stays upright without reaching a terminal state. So our workshop has two parts: the implementation of the SARSA and Q-Learning algorithms in a tabular form, and the second part is related in the same way, the implementation of the deep SARSA and DQN algorithms, but in a function approximation form. So here we have the Jupyter notebook where we develop these algorithms. Like I say, the first part is related to the tabular way. So we have to perform a discretization. We have the implementation of the on-policy SARSA and of policy Q-Learning. And we have here the results. So first of all, we have the convergence plots for a raw discretization of 400 states for two alphas. This is the tabular way. And we see that with an alpha or a learning rate of 0.5, we get better results for both the SARSA and Q-Learning. We have to emphasize that the training was done with 200,000 episodes. So here, for example, the SARSA algorithm reached 27 steps, while Q-Learning reached over 200 steps. We can see here, it's at the middle of the path. And finally, there is the final step, or the terminal state better. This was a raw discretization. So for a fine discretization of 4,000 states, similarly, a learning rate of 0.5, that, for example, smaller, has better results for 10,000 episodes. So the training was done over 500,000 episodes, but these plots or these graphs is to illustrate the training phase. And this is the final training, and we have the test of both of the algorithms. So the SARSA algorithm reached in this exercise over 200 steps. We can see here it's almost done to the terminal state. Here we have more than 2,000 steps, while the Q-Learning reached, I'm gonna accelerate this. Here we have, here we have, here we have, here we have, and we have more than 700 steps. So finally, for the function approximation algorithms, we use neural networks. We have the following training curves. So for example, for deep SARSA, we have 10,000 episodes where we edge with 4 neurons and with 16 neurons, around 8,000 episodes for 16 neurons and over 10,000 episodes of, for neurons. Here it should be noted that the number of steps we set in the training with the Keras fit function, like you can see here. Here we have the model setup with 4 neurons. We had 4 inputs, 4 neurons, and two outputs with a linear function activation. And we have the other model with 16 neurons. And this is the function of Keras that enable the training of the algorithm. And we have set up the number of the steps. So, like I say, the number of steps is different of the number of episodes, since each episode, while the algorithm learns, can take more or less time. So for deep SARSA algorithm with 4 neurons, the CartPole gain reach more than 160 steps, if I can remember. Here we have 163 steps. And for deep SARSA with 16 neurons, we have it surprisingly reach only to 97 steps. 97 steps. Yeah, that's the number. And in the other hand, the DQN algorithm perform better. These are the learning curves for 4 neurons and 16 neurons. And if we can see the test, here we have the CartPole gain reach for it's almost done. We have more than 2,000 steps by 4 neurons, and while for the 16 neurons, the CartPole gain takes more than 340 steps. To highlight, the training was performed locally in a Jupyter notebook in Anaconda due to the different versions of Gene to run the CartPole rendering, and also the version of Keras and TensorFlow for each algorithm. So thank you very much. That was our workshop for the reinforcement learning class.